Welcome to Beloved Nail Designs. In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the nail designs, or rather the nail strips. Some people call them nail wraps, some people call them nail strips, some people call them nail polish strips, some people call them nail stickers. And you may, if once you get into these things, you may see all of those, you may see things named all of those names, and but they're all applicable nail stickers, if you will. Some are 100% nail polish that has been dried to 90%, but most of them have some sort of other plastics in them. The ones that I have found that I really like, I think are probably not 100% nail polish, but that's okay. I'm okay with that because I like the way they wear. So, and I did that yesterday. But anyway, so what I'm going to do today is show you how to take them off. So many of the sites will tell you to use nail polish remover. I have not had a great deal of positive experience with nail polish remover, but what I have found is that 99% of these will come off with coconut oil. So here's your coconut oil, and ever so often nail polish remover will be a better choice, but I think that these are going to come off best with coconut oil. So what do I do with the coconut oil? Now you really don't want to pick these off your nails, because when you do pick them off, and here's an example, I accidentally picked off a little bit last night. You take off a small layer of your nail, and you don't want to do that. So don't pick off. But if you are going to be using coconut oil, or really any other kind of oil, you do want to lift up a corner, okay? Just lift it up a little bit, not a lot, and do it very gently, okay? So I've lifted that up, and then I'm going to take some of the coconut oil. And if you live in a climate where your coconut oil is completely solid, then just heat up a little bit. But so I'm going to put that under there, and actually for the whole hand, I'm going to lift up an edge. I'm going to lift up an edge. Now I've had these on for, I don't know, a week at least, and they haven't been lifting. So not until I started messing with them. And to be honest, I mean, some of these nails come from different manufacturers, and because they're made of different things here and there, they might come off more easily, or they might take a little bit more effort, a little bit more time. The ones that I have on my site, I try to choose ones that I've had a relatively easy time getting off. But I will also share that the ones that I really love, sometimes like the metallics, right now, and the metallics that I have on my site right now are these. But the metallics are total pain in the booty to put on and total pain in the booty to get off, but they're gorgeous. So it's sort of, you know, there's trades that you make with choices. And today I think we're gonna put these on in just a moment. But so what you do is you kind of let the oil get in there, and very gently start to pull, but kind of massaging the oil underneath. Massaging and dripping a little bit of extra oil. And you know, your skin loves coconut oil, so it's not like you're doing something terrible to it. But very gently, and sometimes they come up even more easily. Very, very gently, you'll see that they will start to lift off. And if you get enough glue enough oil under there, then it'll come off very easily. But you're just kind of moving that oil under the adhesive, so you're not pulling on your nail. And I just kind of work on each nail a little bit, and then let the oil do its work while I'm on to the next nail. But yeah, you never want to really like rip these off. It won't do terrible damage one time, but but over a period of time it would. And you know, it's just not necessary. It's not necessary when in just a couple of minutes you can have this off. And see, there's a nice happy nail under there. So I don't know if I started using these during quarantine, might have been before, but I used to go to the nail place and spend, I don't know how much money, too much money, because, see, there goes one, because I like to get SMS and I like to get chrome colors, and so before, and I get my toes done, and before it was over, you know, it could have been $100. And at some point I wanted to take them off, and man, those ladies were not very nice to me when I went to take them off. And then I took them off and I had damage on my nails, even though people were like, oh no, SNS or dip, I think they call it, doesn't damage your nails. And I'm like, it did. And so that was on there the damage was on there for, you know, 6 months till it grew out. But as you can see, I'm pulling these off, and the longer the glue, I mean, the longer the oil's on there, the more it's going to work on that glue. Just gently. Here we go. La la la. And then you might have seen a little bit of. So this time there's no glue left. Sometimes there might be a little glue depending on the manufacturer's glue. And what I would do then is I would, so I'd massage this into my skin as much as possible, and then I'd go and wash my hands, and then I might use a buffer if there's any residual glue, and just buff that off. I'm gonna do this other hand. But see how beautiful the nails look? They are not harmed, and they're nice and strong underneath. So that's one of the tips I've learned, is to use this wonderful coconut oil.